Because WPA was implemented before the official standard, that's why we have both WPA and WPA2. They are both very similar, but WPA2 is the official and full implementation of the 802.11i standard. You have two basic modes of operation for WPA and WPA2, PSK, or pre-shared key mode, and enterprise mode. PSK mode operates very similar to WEP in that you create a static key on the access point and then enter this same key on all the authorized wireless clients. However, you don't have the same weaknesses as you did in WEP, and the key can be much longer, up to 63 ASCII characters, much longer than WEP keys. In enterprise mode, users enter a unique username and password that's authenticated to a central database using a technology known as 802.1x. There are two main attacks against WPA today. The first is an issue with WPA PSK mode. If the administrator chooses a simple or easily guessed password, an attacker can capture the authentication handshake between the wireless client and the access point and attempt to brute force the key. The best defense against this is to choose a long and complex password. Any passphrase above 12 characters that is sufficiently complex and not easily guessed should be considered sufficient to avoid this attack today. However, the length requirements may change in the future. The second flaw is in a technology known as WPS, or Wi-Fi protected setup. Because the WPA key can be very long and complex, this technology was developed to aid slightly less technical or home users in securely configuring their wireless access points and clients. Using WPS, an end user enters a smaller 8-digit PIN into the wireless client, which is typically printed on a sticker on the access point. However, vulnerabilities in the actual WPS protocol allow an attacker to brute force the PIN in a very short period of time and gain access to the actual WPA key. There are other vulnerabilities in wireless technologies today, some of which have not seen real-world implementation of attacks. And as time goes on, new vulnerabilities will be identified in wireless technologies. The most important thing you need to remember is that when using wireless networks, whether or not your data is encrypted, your data is still being broadcast into the airwaves, allowing anyone to capture and analyze that data. Thus, if you don't need to use wireless technologies, don't. Also treat WEP like the plague and never use it.